Crit value is where you should not judge how good your artifact is. You should judge them by crit index. Crit index is the name I just came up with. It has no official name, but let's just call it crit index because it is just simply the averaging multiplier to the whole damage equation. So here's how it works. Crit value is crit rate times 2 plus crit damage. And the higher value you get from different combinations of artifacts, the stronger your character is. Crit index is crit rate times crit damage plus 1. Take note, you should use the decimal form of the percentage values of your crits. The higher value you get from different combinations of artifacts, the stronger your character is. So how do you actually compute how good your artifacts compared to your other artifacts? You have to look at your total crit rate and crit damage and get its crit index and multiply it to the attack, or in my case, I'm using yelan, so I will multiply it to the total HP. So again, crit index times total HP, do it on your build set 1 and build set 2. If the answer you got from build set 2 is higher than build set 1, then use the build set 2, and vice versa if it's the other way around. To summarize, crit value is how many crit substats rolls you get from your artifacts, and crit index is the real value of your crit damage and crit rate together in one multiplier. So the crit value is not actually a crit value, so I would like to correct that name to crit rolls, just crit rolls. Crit index should be the one that is named crit value as it is the real crit value. It just doesn't make sense to me, just like the term DPS. It should be damage per second. But in Genshin community, it is agreed upon to be the damage per screenshot. Genshin is actually built different, so I'm here to correct that and hopefully people will listen to me. These are two different builds of yelan, one with high crit damage and low crit rate but has higher crit value and lower crit index. And this one will have a balanced 1:2 ratio of crits, it has higher crit index and lower crit value. They will have the same builds and HP. But why are there 3 footages in the screen? The one on the very right is a lower investment build, it has lower crit value and crit index in total, and I will display their builds on the screen now. But don't worry too much if you have shit builds, because at the end of the day, the damage difference is just too little between good builds to over-invested ones. Now after just 2 rotations of solo damage of yelan, they all have almost the same damage dealt.